All right, what's going on, everyone? Draftapalooza's back, better than ever. Thursday, or what is today? Wednesday, August 26th, guys. We are in go time here. It's August 26th. We're kind of coming towards, we're pretty much what I would call in peak redraft season. Your redraft teams are drafting now. Make sure to grab my redraft rankings. Let me pull those up here real quick. But at the moment, they are in the coach's notes section at DFS Army. I'm going to open that up. So my redraft rankings are live for every one of you guys who subscribe to DFS Army. You got your draft board, just straight up. You could pick your app. So if it's Sleeper, full PPR, half point PPR, ESPN or Yahoo, half PPR default. It's going to give my rankings against the consensus for your league. You can choose if it's a 10-team or a 12-team league. So this draft kit is fully good to go. Every player, when you click on it, my personal notes on the player. Every player, when you click on it. And then, of course, we have these extra just players that I'm avoiding this season for whatever my reasons are. My sleepers, guys that I'm targeting. Jadarian Price, that's what's up. Ramondre, forgot about Dre. I know you forgot about him. Michael Wilson, some of the names that I'm just loading up on this year here in the sleeper list. My favorite players, just like general, like if he's there, I'm taking him kind of guys. Jahmyr Gibbs, of course, #1 overall. Walker. So these are my favored players. Usually I'm taking these guys ahead of ADP. This is for your redraft. You're going to crush redraft this year. Just follow along, right? It's not so hard. Jonathan Brooks, Christian Watson. These are all the names you've been seeing me draft early all best ball season long. By the way, I shouldn't be talking before I enter this contest because these take a while. So we'll do a drafters main. I'm going to join it right now, and then I'll keep chatting until this thing fills. It looks like 8 of 12 are in there in the fast. So I'm going to join this. If you want to, oh, there we go. Balance keeps going up. If you want to join me here, 3 more players left. Again, if you haven't done drafters yet, we're going to be giving away a drafters ticket, a free entry into this championship main event on this podcast. If you're here live, you got a shot at it. So if you don't have a drafters account yet, go sign up there. This is where we're going to be doing a lot of our best ball, I think, down the road. Here we go. Draft is starting. Let's go to draft. But I think we're going to be doing a lot here. Underdog was bought out by a multi-billion-dollar corporation. You know what happens when they do that? They're going to be prediction markets. They're going to be props and sportsbook, and they're just not going to give a shit about the draft product anymore. That is absolutely what always happens whenever a company gets bought out. The first thing they realize is they don't make as much money off of best ball as they can off of other things. And so they start to not give a fuck about the best ball product. I'm telling you, that's going to happen with Underdog. Good job to Jeremy Levine for selling that shit for $1 billion. But every time a big company buys out a small business, the small business turns into shit. It's just a lock button. So I think drafters is going to be our next spot, and I'm getting used to it. We're jumping in early. Plus, they're giving all kinds of free contest entries, so why not? Why not? Now, all right, we are live. The draft has begun. Hook 20. I'm assuming you're in here, Hook. Is that you, my man? You might be getting a free ticket here. I don't know what the number is. Why does it say 5 next to my name? Oh, that's how few drafts I've done so far. This is my 5th. Okay. There we go. This guy, Tony B's on his 148th. He's about to max this thing. So these guys have been power drafting. I just started messing with the site the other day. Full PPR. This contest, the way they run it on drafters, promo code DFS Army, by the way, match your $100 deposit over there if you want to check it out. But the way this contest works, the Best Ball Championship, it is a cumulative scoring contest. So it's going to be a cumulative score. We do not need to worry very much about. Ooh, JSN goes. Okay. And it's my guy, Jimmy Cook. I almost want to go for raw points here instead of upside, but I'm going to take James Cook as I always do with the spot. But what's up, DFS Malware? What's up, my brother? It covered main state. Yes. Heisenberg. So last night we did a main slate backtest video. I suggest, like, you really want to watch a showdown one. It's very involved, and we're not going to do more showdowns because we figured it out. We've got everything down pat of what we need to do for showdowns. Main slate, we did weeks 1 through 3 last night. A lot of chit-chat, a lot of hanging out as well. So be aware it's not as succinct because there's a lot of time waiting for optimization runs. So we take a little bit of time, chat about nonsense. But we did weeks 1 through 3. We'll do 4, 5, and 6 probably tonight. So we will be back live tonight for more back testing. Just a heads up. There goes Saquon Barkley and Justin Jefferson. Man, that is probably one of my least favorite double taps at pick 12. Not to say it's not going to work out. It's just something I would never do. I would take Chase Brown over Barkley and Jefferson. I would take Genty over both of those guys. And even Kenny Walker, although he was gone. So if it were me, it would be Brown and Genty as opposed to Barkley and whatever. See, he leaves me Ashton Genty. And listen, the fact that Ashton Genty is falling because of some cockamamie ankle injury is thank you. Okay. Thank you. All right. No problem. I'll take 2 studs. There we go. I'll take 2 studs. H-Hand, Derrick Henry. So anyway, the way this contest works, it is cumulative scoring. So again, watch what people do, but I will tell you in cumulative scoring, things like stacking are a net negative. It's not a positive. It becomes a negative because you end up having too many bye weeks. You end up with a single down week. That will cost you the entire championship. That will cost you the entire championship, right? So we don't build with stacking here. We're going to build a generic, my favorite players team, hopefully balanced well by each position, having enough of each position to keep them scoring for you every single week. And hopefully we'll stumble upon some gems late that help propel this to a potential winner. But you also have a weekly prize in this contest, which I love. So every single week to week, if you just happen to pop off and have a monster score for one particular week, got lucky, doesn't matter why, you will win $5,000, and that is all you need. G Hook, what's up, my man? Yeah, the books, man, all here in the DFS Army NFL playbook. Just to let you know, Hook, we spent the entire offseason putting these playbooks together. No one else has anything like this. These type of studies have not been done elsewhere. No one has the data. No one has the information. Every kind of book that's been written about DFS is literally from years ago. No one's done it now. Why? Again, I'm going to tell you, all the people who used to really have their heart and soul in DFS, they've already sold out their companies to bigger. They don't give a fuck anymore. But I still care. I still want to win. I still am just as motivated for me and you guys to win these contests as ever before. And that's what you're seeing here. So we got cracking the DFS code. Everybody who signed up at DFS Army gets this. You can go buy it on Amazon. It's available. I made this one book available on Amazon. Cracking the DFS code, main slate. If you want to have that physical book in your hand, I don't blame you. Where's my physical version of it? Ah, man, it was right here. I had a copy right here. I think my cleaning lady was just here. She might have put it away. But yeah, I keep a physical copy of that book. Wait, oh, my pick. All right, hold up. Less chatties, less talky talks, more picks. Ooh, all the good wide receivers kind of went. Running back group. I could still use another one. Breece Hall. Is this our Breece Hall share? Let's go Javonte. Let's just lock down 3 running backs early, and we'll get crazy with the wide receivers. I tend to go robust RB, in case you've noticed, in all my drafts. Yeah, in all my drafts. Anyway, back to the playbook. Cracking the DFS code. All about main slates and how to attack them. Secrets and tips. I've made a bunch of videos about it. All the rules of thumb. We're going to be applying that both in our domination station optimizations, but more importantly, in our handcrafts this season, because it actually really is much more of a guide for how to handcraft lineups than anything else. Because a lot of the things that don't work on average in handcrafts will produce an outlier win in tournaments, right? So DFS code cracking, the Showdown Codex, this is gold. No one has ever done anything like this study. We figured out correlations. We leaned heavy into them, and we figured out how to take those correlations, apply them to our domination station optimizer, and produce wins at an absurd rate in showdowns. I did a showdown backtest stream. We literally won the 3 showdowns in the first button click. 1 click, nuts production, without specifically building it to that showdown. Just generic settings that produce wins at an absurdly high rate. Now, if you take that and you actually make some decisions or narrow it down or inform your captain pool, you'll do even better. All right, here we go. Back on the clock. Wow, Breece Hall still there. Kind of makes me want to take him. But we need to start to get some wide receiver talent in the belly here. Should I take my first share of Emeka Egbuka? I don't have any Emeka Egbuka. I'll take it. You know what? Why not? Why not on this format? So anyway, where was I? Yeah, you got to spend the time as well. Malware, you don't understand. Go watch the backtest season we did on Monday night about the showdowns, and you're going to see what I mean. One set of settings, it takes a while to input them. Very heavy correlations based on who the captain is, but it produces wins with a single click, enough that it's worth just replicating every time. No one else has anything like it. This is DFS Army exclusive. No one has our data to even do such an approach. What we're bringing to NFL this year is like nothing else. How to stack showdowns. So an entire packet explaining exactly how to set up your showdown for the optimizer if you're going to do it, but also for handcrafting. In the Codex, if you're a handcrafter, this will inform your captain and your flex decisions. You can just pull up the Codex and literally, wait, let me show you this. I'm going to actually show you this on screen, how fucking cool this is. No one has this. This is DFS Army exclusive. I made this. No one, I spent months down in the lab making these, working on the data, grinding through it. And if you think you could just jump on AI and be like, make me a study, that's not how it works. All right. You don't know how it works. This takes days and days and weeks of data diving, data mining. And let me get to the Codex part, because I want to show you here in the Codex part, right? You're going to find a particular, this is kind of explaining where the leverages come from. This explains why we lever certain parts. So if you look at this, the recipe cards, see what happens, all the leverage spots, and we lean in heavy to positive leverage and we lean heavy against negative leverage, right? RB captain, own defense, own kicker plus 13, own WR1 gets a boost, own RB2 gets a boost. This is what we lean into. This explains all of the sim boost correlation rules that I created. It's based off of this recipe card. So just so you know, when you're looking at it, that, hey, Kevin's not just making shit up based on his feelings or expectations. I let the data do the talking. RB captain, you want to lean heavy into defense. Kicker, same team, but wide receiver, same team gets a boost. Even running back, same team gets a boost. Parker Washington, you fuckers. All right. I need more wide receiver talent. I mean, the Scatman's just sitting there, though. Darian Price at 59, the Scatman. Maybe I'll go heavy running back. Doing it. Fuck it. All right, back to it. But I want to kind of show you this stuff here. Have you get any for? No, I have not. I have not done the first quarter drafts because I got to focus on things. Yes, exactly this DFS. Well, when you see the back test, you'll understand it. But it's all based on this. I looked at, these are the overalls. Wait till you see the tight end one. The tight end one's crazy. Look at the tight end captain. What happens? Own QB, massive leverage. Opposing QB, significant leverage. Opposing WR1, massive leverage, guys. This is gold. And then negative leverage. We're avoiding kickers and defenses with our tight ends. I don't know why, but that's just how it worked out. So we just follow along, and this is what's producing wins. Guys, it's very simple. So then in the codex here, in the Showdown codex, we break it down by game type. The one's called the grind. You want to hear something funny? My AI suggested calling it the grinder, and I was like, that is not what I want to call it. I'm not calling it a grinder. It's not happening. So I had to correct that. All right, positive news. We got a bunch of stud RBs, maybe too many RBs. This is more of a survivor build. Now that I think of it, I was kind of thinking of survivor, but now we're going to load up on wide receivers and just cross our fingers. All the good ones are gone. All the good wide receivers are pretty much gone. We're going to hope for the best. In my league, Dynasty League, I just traded A.J. Brown for DK, 107, 108, and 2 2028 firsts and 2 2028 seconds. What are you asking here, the nuts? You can't do a half question like that, bro. Got to type the whole thing in one, or else how the hell do I even know what you're talking about? All right, so no, I have not done any first quarters. First of all, just I like the concept idea, but I need to put my brains into it, and I just can't right now. I am absolutely bogged down with all the DFS prep. Jay Graham says, in your dynasty. Oh, yeah, the grinder. Okay. Yeah. I was like, what the hell, bro? I'm not calling it a grind. We call it the grind. Wait, I'll get back to it in a second. Dynasty question. This trade just sounds crazy. First of all, a 107, 108 is not that great this year, but also DK Metcalf. Okay, not that great either. But 228 firsts. What the fuck kind of league is this? Who's giving away 4 firsts and 7 seconds and DK Metcalf for AJ Brown? That makes no sense. That's not even a normal league. And by the way, what I'd be doing now is you can get rid of 107 and 108. Sell it. Sell DK Metcalf. Sell all those things. Try to get future picks. Load up your team. Take all of that and load up your team. That's what I'd do from that. All right, back to this. So on the draft kit, here, let's go back to the Showdown Codex. I want to tell you how to use this. This is for handcrafters too. So the grind, low scoring game. First, inform the captain position. Rushing QB count, if there's none, then QB captain drops to 14%, and wide receiver 47% of the time. But weirdly, if there is a running quarterback, then QB captain goes up, which is not shocking, but also running back captain pops and wide receiver captain goes down. Now, why does these phenomenons happen? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. All we need to do is understand, are we in a 42-point less total? Do we have no running quarterback in this game? If that's the point, then we kind of default here. Okay. Now, this is the whole archetype. So it tells you wide receiver dog, wide receiver favorite, how frequently they are the nuts captain. I'm keeping an eye on my picks here. How frequently they're the nuts captain. And now we boil it down even further. If the spread is really close, here's what happens. If there's a wide spread, here's what happens. So basically, for every game type of Showdown this year, you're going to go to the Codex. You're going to figure out, are we in a grind? Are we in an average game? Here's the average, right? The average game, which is 42 to 48, or in a shootout. Then you're going to go and form the spread. You're going to look for the spread, right? What kind of spread do we have? And once you figure that out, now we're going to go and inform our captain decisions based on this information. You will be able to handcraft winners using this tool. It's so fucking good that I did not put it on Amazon. I decided I'm not going to sell this. Hell no. This is just for me. You don't like it, suck it. Okay? That was the decision I made. You don't like it? Too bad. So, because I just want it for DFS Army subscribers only. We're going to crush showdowns based on this book, and that's just one of the, again, that's just book 2 of the codex of the playbooks for this year that are all new. Main slate settings kind of goes through my back testing journey. For main slates, there are a lot of ways to attack main slates, many of which produce really good results. And I think it's really important to go through the journey and also the shark study to get a sense of what kind of player you are for main slates. What I learned is you're not going to win a lot of main slate tournaments. The main slate is the hardest one to win. It's in terms of using skill and math. It's still not going to fully get you there. It will give you a chance to win it where you probably had no chance before. But even the best players, we study the best players in the world, the most voluminous players. I'm not going to say the best players. I don't know who's good or who's not, but the most voluminous players, the ones who play with the highest volume and the most entries. And even those guys, they're over the course of the past 2 seasons, the best of them had 2 or 3 winning weeks over the course of multiple seasons. So that's not, that's kind of like different from expectation. Got to get our quarterback in place here. We'll go T-Law. Love me some T-Law. Still going to need to load up on a lot of wide receivers and tight ends. And so basically the way this draft will work with these 4 running backs, I've effectively created a group that is good enough that I don't need more of them. So from here, we're just going to load the fuck up on quality quarterbacks and try to get lots of tight ends and wide receivers going. Like I'm going to make up for some mediocrity in terms of the talent with volume. All right, back to it. Playbook. So yeah, main slate settings, the back testing journey. There's a lot of ways to approach main slates that I learned this year in the offseason. Again, a lot of it has to do with like how many quarterbacks do we want to really use? There's one approach for main slates that says load up on your guys and just use a lot of exposure to them. But there's definitely in the shark study, a lot of sharks that say, no, the way that I win is by accidentally falling on a quarterback that the field isn't on that pops off. AKA last season when Geno Smith to Trey Tucker in NFL week 3 produced a monster score. Trey Tucker, 43 points, Geno Smith, 27 at 0.06% ownership. So if you just had that combo, you effectively, the guy who won the Millie Maker that week beat second place by 20 points. Unheard of. Our runs hit like top 5, top 10 in the Millie Maker all day in that slate without the Geno Smith addition. But if I just put a 4% forced min on Geno, boom, we're winning Millie Makers that week. So there are players who play that way. And so that's what a lot of the main slate settings and the shark study go over with you. Now, if you do not have this and you're going into your DFS season, or you're thinking, hey, I'll just figure it out. If you're thinking, hey, I'll just figure this shit out, Sunday or Saturday night, week 1, you are not going to be successful, which is why I say, if you want to do DFS Army for the year, do the NFL yearly, do the VIP yearly, get signed up now. You got to do your prep work today. And we still have our promo code BOOK to sign up at DFS Army. That will get you 20% off right now. Lock it in and you'll get access to the playbooks here. All of these books come with your membership. Other people buying the book, the DFS cracking the code. You can go buy a version too, but it all comes with your membership. They're all housed right here and you can download them. My goal is for my members to have maximum success in DFS. I want to see DFS Army helmet avatars winning tournaments. That helps people sign up at DFS Army, which makes me happy. That's our goal. We want people to sign up at DFS Army. How does that happen? There you go. I'm going to grab my boy here, Alex Fierce Pierce, who is currently marked as O, but I'm hearing he is going to be playing. Heisenberg, 20 max QB exposure. Again, we get this question a lot. If you don't want to do 150 and you just want to roll 20, you have to use just one quarterback. I cannot stress this enough. Unless you want to kind of like get really cute and only use super, super low owned guy, like hope for a Geno Smith miracle, you could probably get away with it. But I think the best way to do 20 max, a single 20 max run, is pick one quarterback, run them all for that one guy. And you be right about it. That's how I would do it. Yeah. It's going to be, listen, to ask for a first place lineup on a 20 max run, maybe run it or run 40 lineups or run the 20 max run like 10 times. And if it hits once, you should be happy, especially with all the randomization. But, you know, you're just asking for a lot for on a 20 max run for you to happenstance upon that one right perfect combination. You're only doing 20. You're only doing 20. It's too big of an ask. I've got 4 wide receivers, 4 running backs, 1 quarterback so far in this draft. This draft's going pretty good. I mean, I think I'm going to need, again, to beef up my wide receiver crew. And, of course, we got to add tight ends. But my running backs are great, and I'm happy with Trevor Lawrence as my main man. Yeah. And by the way, a lot of people keep telling me they do 20 max, but then they're telling me, but I enter it in 4 different 20 max contests. Well, that's not 20 max anymore. Now you're running 60 max or 80 max. And at that point, just run 150 and split them up. I mean, you guys are nuts. Taking Jordan Love and Mahomes ahead of fucking Dart, it's just criminal. Let me see when the bye week is for T-Law. I mean, I could play Goff here. I could play Dart. Either way, Stafford's great. I'm gonna go. Let's go Goff. The key is you don't want overlapping bye weeks in this contest. That is absolutely the key. By the way, reminder: we're going to be giving away a ticket to the main event. I forgot. I've been talking about DFS Army stuff. This Drafters main event. Drafters has given me authority every time I do one of these drafts. They allow me to give one of you guys who are watching a free ticket to enter the $15 Best Ball main event. The only thing that you need in order to be eligible for that ticket is you have to have an account on Drafters, because I just need to give it to your username. Therefore, if you have a Drafters account and name, please drop it in the comments right now. Before the end of this draft, I will run a free giveaway. If you don't have an account over there, go sign up. Promo code DFS Army, of course. $100 deposit match. Put in $100. You'll play. You'll get $200, and you'll be able to do 10, about 15 of these drafts before you run out of money. So 15 drafts, $15 drafts, cost you $100. Each draft is going to cost you like $7 or $8. Totally worth it, and you will profit. Would you do it different? Just split the 60 between 320 max, or should I be generating 20 lineups in 3 different runs? No, run 60. Don't do 3 different runs unless you're going to switch the quarterback. I don't mind if you're doing 3 different 20 maxes and you say, hey, I've got 3 different quarterbacks. Just split the quarterbacks. Each one gets his own specific run. So you'll split the quarterbacks. Each quarterback gets a 20 max run. That's a fair way to do it. That'll give you, you know, you could even run 40 lineups for each quarterback, but just submit 20 of them, pick 20 at random, and hope that you get the right ones. That's how I would be doing it. Again, keep in mind, DFS Malware and Heisenberg, that keep in mind that there's a pocket mini max contest that exists on DraftKings that allows you really to put in hundreds and hundreds of lineups. So I wouldn't super focus my brain on just this 20 max stuff, because in the pocket max, which I won 4 tickets to the Pocket Cup last year in penny games, I won 4 of them. Mike Washington, huh? Okay, that's how we're doing it. That's what we're doing right now. Okay. All right. I see what's going on. We need a tight end. I'm going to get Dallas Goedert here. I won 4 of them. I love the fleas. I'm going to be loading up on the flea this year, mostly just to track my shit. By the way, because a lot of my contests last year were like mini maxes and pocket maxes and afternoon and the $3 one. I want to start tracking my shit. So we'll go in the flea, and then we'll be tracked this year aggressively. Maybe I'll do the slant as well. I'm certainly going to be doing a lot more of the flea and the more expensive showdowns, because I feel like we've got an edge there. Even in main slates, I still would say it's going to be hard. Here we go. We got our first name. So let's do the randomizer, the spinner, the wheel of names. Here we go. All right, Mert, you're the first name. Let's hear the guys from yesterday. But man, Mert, you were in there yesterday, but doesn't matter what happened yesterday. Today is a new day. 999. All right, guys, again, while we do this, drop your drafter's name in the chat. Let me give you a free ticket to this thing. One person will win a $15 free entry to this Best Ball Championship main event. Yeah, I love it. DFS, you're doing everything right. You're doing everything right. Hook 20, get him in there. 2 names so far. Let's get a few more names, Martin and Hook 20. I know. There he is. Zoliner. Wait, how many picks do I have left? 4 away. Zoellner. Zoliner B. Like Blake Zoliner. I got it. Blake Zoliner. What's up, Blake? All right. Other names, guys. We'll put a few more in there. I'm going to, right now we got 3 names. Okay. All right. We're going to do a giveaway. Oh, there he is. Ilunovska. Can I say that with a Russian accent? Ilunovska. Or, see, I read it Russian, but this might also be like, let me see what's going on here. Oh, my guy, Trey. Forgot about Trey. This could be like, I love no Saka, but I like to read it as Ilunovska. Ilunovska. All right. I love no Saka. I love no Saka. I don't know. Ilov no Saka. Please explain the name in the comments section so that I know, because now I'm curious. Ilunovska. Tyler Shukos. Download entire contest history. I have way higher ROI and single entries. Oh, yeah, I've been tracking my shit. There he is. I've been tracking my shit for years. I have a tracker that I cannot figure out how to cancel the account for on this other site. Siasog, let's go. Get in the wheel of names. SIASOG. Extra props, Siasog. If you use promo code DFS Army when you signed up, and if you got the $100 deposit match, I'll give you extra props. I would appreciate and a little bit of appreciation. I appreciate that. Malik Willis goes after Tyler Shook. Yeah, quarterback group's kind of going in the order that I would expect. I don't see any issues here. Mahomes, Love. I mean, I took Goff, Stafford, Dart, Murray. Yeah, baby. Put the full hundo in there. Not that it matters to me, but I want you to take advantage of the full deposit match and then enter a bunch of these. Think of it like your fantasy league against your buddies. You put $100, you play your league out, win or lose, you're happy you had fun that year. With these, if you put $100 in, you get $200 worth of entries, either in the Survivor, which I absolutely adore, or in this championship main event, which is cool. Now, for every 5 entries they put in the main event, they're giving you free ones. This site constantly gives you a free ticket. So you might get it's not even just 10. You'll probably end up with 15 or 20 entries in this main event for that $100 amount. It'll cost you about $5 an entry. 911, I don't know where to put the promo code. When you're signing up, there should be a spot. I probably have a link to that here in the description. But when you're signing up for the site and making your deposit, you got to put in the code DFS Army as a referrer. I do not know where it is, but I would appreciate you putting it in there as, it might have these guys want to sponsor my my podcast at some point, and that would be nice. Yeah, when you first deposit, there you go. Would be nice. I want a sponsored podcast. Pay me. I want somebody else to pay me, not you guys. I do this shit for free. And yeah, do I mention what we have going on and our products? Sure. If that's annoying to you, well, too fucking bad. I'm excited about it. I love DFS Army. I love our products. I love the work I've done this year, so I'm going to talk about it. I'm also going to talk about my my draft kit. You know what I'm saying? I like this too. Get your draft board going, crush your competition. These are things everybody. Here's the thing. I never charge anybody who's a DFS Army subscriber for any of this shit. Once you're in DFS Army, whatever I'm doing, I'm passing along. It's the value proposition. Oh my God. Turd Ferguson, 150. And he goes. I was just joking about Fergie. Oh my. We need another tight end though. Strange? Fine. I'll pair him up with his quarterback. I'm not excited or particularly interested in overlapping bye weeks, but take a look at how I've got this going on right now. No real overlaps on the bye weeks, or no super overlaps here. Per position, Goddard and Strange, different weeks. We got Lawrence and Goff. All my running backs have a different bye week. That's cool. The only thing we have going on here is maybe, Pierce and Trey Tucker overlap, but by the time week 13 rolls around, man, who knows? Yeah. Who knows at that point? We're going to smash showdowns. What's up, Ray Zanny? My man. My brother from another mother. How you doing? Wait. Ray Zanny, have you met up with Richie Onions? How you doing? Richie Onions and Ray Zanny hanging out. Dart night on Wednesday. So that's today. Dart night's tonight. I wish I was there for Dart night. I would go to that. 100% I'd go to that.
Fist bump push-up testing! FEC's a way of life. I'm a Guido for life.
Let's go. Ray Zanny, jump on the show. Friday, I've got a spot for you. Oh, no. No, they'll clear that up. The sleeper thing. Just talk to Tattoo. You shouldn't be paying. Yeah, we'll clear that up. Or let's start Army Best Ball 4. By the way, that reminds me. Another thing we've been doing, which is just fun amongst ourselves. Tattoo runs them, but where's my spot? All right, let me get up here. Yeah, here we go. I'm one pick away. I need to prep. 1 second, guys. I need to prep. I got to pick. Let's take a look at the quarterback group that's still remaining. Let's see. We're at 162. I don't think we're going to have more quarterbacks till the end here. The next one is 177. Okay, I can maybe risk it in the biscuit for one more round. Let's see if we can find another wide receiver. Cyrus Allen, Pat Bryant. I'm going to go Naylor and kind of nail down this whole Tucker-Naylor combinacion here. But again, that's quite a bit of people in bye week 13, so I need to deal with that, getting some more diversification there, which we will. There's a lot of rounds left. We're going to just keep hammering wide receivers. Where's my boy? Where is Adonai Mitchell? Adonai Mitchell's kind of like flying up my draft board right now. It looks like he's gone. Damn. You're such a boomer, bro. Why are you full boomer? That's some boomer shit to say right there. Wheel of names, guys. Any more names? Did I miss any? I say let's rock. Okay, we got Mert. We got Hook 20. We got Zolnerb. We got Ilonovska and Sayasog. I don't see any other names. 9. Wait, 9? Let me add you in there. 9 if you're in. N9NE. I'm adding one last name here. Yeah, that's right. That's what you're talking about, the main event, because of the weekly. All right, Yomert, I hope you win. I hope every one of you guys wins. But here we go. We are ready to spin. Everybody pay attention. This is scientific. We're going to spin. And whoever's name, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 names in here. Whoever's name the spinner lands on will get a free ticket to the main event added to their account. Here we go. Spinning. This is it. Official. Oh, no. Brand Joy. I'm going to get Brand Joy. Ilonovska. Okay. Ilonovska. You get one. Brand Joy, did you put your shit in there too? Did I forget to put it in the spinner? Brand Joy, where are you, bro? Did you put it in there? Brand Joy, what's your username? What is your username on this site? Because guess what? Paste. You know, it's when people sign up and use my code that is why I'm able to get these guys to give me the freebies. So that's part of the reason why I keep pushing that. Get in there, promo code ARMY. But Brand Joy, what is your username on the site? We'll be back tomorrow. Today is Wednesday. Wow, you just like the wide receivers dry up. Do I only have 2 tight ends? Yeah, get the third guy. Oh, shit. Got to pay attention to quarterbacks as well. Chris Bell. Yeah, Chris Bell, they said he's getting healthy. Should be playing, which is not what was expected to happen. Mortgages. No, you're just a boomer. You're a boomer. Can't figure out. I'm the same way. I can't remember my passwords. I don't know. Can't ever log into anything and call my wife. How do I get into Paramount Plus? How do I get into Paramount Plus? Trying to watch some Big Brother. Guys, what's better than the draft kit? You're about to draft. This is available in the Discord as well. The link is in the coach's notes section. But before you draft your redraft teams, if you want my advice, if you want to kind of draft one the way that I do, check, you got my draft kit. You got my draft kit. What more can I say? You want to draft the way that I draft, you got my draft kit. If anyone needs a mortgage, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, hit up Ray Zanny. Promo code GEEK gets you 1 point off your interest. You're going to get the best interest rate. 1 point off. Promo code GEEK. Since we're promoting things, I want to promote my boy, Mr. 5 Cent. He got the Mandel store, Man-Doles. Man-Doles. Not a paid promotion, but I bought some Mandels. I literally bought some Mandels, and they smell great. Smell fucking manly. Makes you feel okay. I light up a Mandel when I'm doing my lineups. Gets my head right. Fucking gets the mood going. I light up a Mandel. They have manly smells like outdoors. Pine bark. Smells good. Mandel.com. From Mr. 5 Cent. My favorite guy. He's not even here right now. But I want to support his business. I have the Mandels in my downstairs office. If I ever hook that one up, I got another office. I was trying to I need to get comfortable down there doing video. I keep coming back up here for the video. But I got the Mandels going downstairs. Smells good. Never was a candle guy because I felt like they were a little effeminate. But then when Mandels came around, I felt like that's not effeminate. I don't know. Call me crazy. Ray Zanny, would you get Mandels for the dart room or not manly enough? Question. Appreciate you, Yo Mert, and appreciate you. I think you like this draft kit better. I wasn't able to put it together like this before I got the power of fucking AI, dude. This is all AI. I couldn't have done it just from technical inabilities. DFS Malware, hit up Mr. 5 Cent. You know Mr. 5 Cent. He got the Mandel store. And them, they smell good. I mean, I love them. If you're a candle guy, man, hit up. I told you guys about my trip to Rhode Island and all that. I told you guys about that. Anyway. So I was going in all these little cute stores and they have like candles that they're selling. And again, I'm not a candle. I never paid attention to a candle before. I don't fucking know. But like, I kept saying to my wife, I was like, she's like, it's funny. It's actually funny because I don't have any involvement. I just like Mr. 5 Cent. And I like to support anybody that I know who starts a small business. Like, I just support that shit because that's how I've made my way through life. So I always like to support people. So the whole time I'm walking around like, man, this store should have mandals. They need a mandal display. All these little, souvenir shops in these nice little towns. I'm like, they need fucking mandals around here. She's like, you should be the salesman for mandals. No. Definitely not doing that. But I like to support my boy. Ilanovska wins the free ticket. Very cool. We'll bring it back for tomorrow. We'll do it again. Dick Cheese is the top cent. No, Code Res. Bro. That is not a good cent. I have one that is called like Zen Focus, and that's the one I use for when I'm building lineups. I use the Zen Focus one. Start building lineups. How many? We still have 3 rounds left. Tight ends. Oh, okay, still good tight ends left. That's wild. I'll take Dolchich. Why not? Add a 4th tight end in there. It's all about cumulative scoring. Gasolina candle. Yeah, that'd be a good one. They don't have a gasoline one. They don't smell bad. They all actually smell really good. Unfortunately. But I could see like as a mandel smell like mechanic, where it gives you that like oil mechanic smell. It's just like, Gotta try it. Mechanic smell. My dad was a mechanic. He came home smelling like grease every night. When are we doing week 1 DFS lineups? The Nuge. What's up, Nuge? All of the week 1 content is about to begin. That's why Draftapalooza is coming to an end. We're going to finish it up this week, and then we're going full to week 1. The Players Club is going to be Saturday, every Saturday before the games. So the private Players Club, my personal stream with you guys, with my DFS Army subscribers, VIP paywall, where we build lineups together, drink the blue moons, all of that. That's always going to be on the Saturday before a Sunday main slate. In addition, we're going to have live streams going over how to attack the showdowns and put the settings in. We've got a showdown on Wednesday night football. We got Thursday night football. We got a crazy start to the season coming up. Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know how many fucking games there are, right? Right? So I don't know how many games there are, but we're going to do, so we'll have VIP setup streams for those. Our first tournament tactics is going to come the first Friday before Sunday of the season, showdown breakdowns. And then we're going to have our first looks and some other shows all starting next week that are sort of preparatory shows for the upcoming season. So yeah, it's a nonstop festival of preparation. Kendrick, Jack Besh, no. Yoshivas, no. Oh, I was thinking. Kind of running out of names here. Yeah, Jalen Wright is one of my backup names that I think is going to elevate to a starter. So I'll grab him there. And then we'll tack on one more wide receiver. I think, quite honestly, that my in this build, the question mark for me is going to be the wide receiver position, and did I build enough wide receiver talent to sort of produce those monster scores? If the game we need is Steelers, Falcons, I'm going to quit DFS. You know what? Last season, the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers had a pretty big week 1. So I don't know. But I'll tell you one other thing. The Falcons look really sketchy at quarterback, so let's see what goes on. But I'm not ignoring that game. I already did my first look, but I'll have another first look video. I did my, quote, way too early first look videos a couple weeks ago for FanDuel and DraftKings. Whatever, like a little look at week 1 salaries. But the serious look is going to happen next week. That's when I'm going to put out my primary first look video after all the injury information. We know what's going on for week 1. The entirety of the preseason is done, which, by the way, the entire of the preseason played out, and we did so far. We have not really seen a significant injury. Bell. Where's that Bell guy? Nowhere. So the entirety of the, here we go. That's we'll go back to the lobby here. We'll do another one. I'm going to see if I could do a survivor. Guys, if there's enough of you here, let's see. Fast draft is 7 of 12. Guys, let's do a survivor. There's a bunch of you that have accounts here. So second game survivor, we got 4 more spots. Let's see if you guys can fill this thing for me. Let's do a survivor on stream because I want to talk about this format as well. I love both formats on Drafters, but this format is super fun. So if you want to, let's see if we can get a few of you in there. We're at 8 of 12 on the fast. I need 4 more people to do a survivor. Now, how does a survivor work? Every single week, the bottom 25% are eliminated. So that goes from week 1 all the way to week 15, and then it starts going 50%. I love this format. The whole idea here is every survivor, you want to make it last all the way to week 15. There we go. Jordan Grace is in. We got 9 of 12. Need 3 more in survivor. Let's fill it up, guys. We'll talk it through. We'll talk through the strategy. But in the case of the survivor, if I could just figure out how to fucking upload my projections to this site, which I just need to do a couple steps. I'm going to start doing just auto draft survivors because I would love to have like 30, 40, 50 entries into this contest. I love the way it's designed. 75%. You just got to get to that week 15 with and 16 with as many lineups as possible. And then, how many, let's say I did 50 lineups. How many make it to the 125 person final? If I've got 5 in there, I feel pretty good about my chances. That's how this contest works. It's all about volume. In my perfect world, I would actually max this shit out. We are full. Good stuff, guys. That is credit to the chat right there for filling this fucker up for us. I'm picking 11th. This is Survivor. Remember, in Survivor, we want to kind of lean a little heavier on our running backs to do our scoring more consistent. We want a really solid group of running backs, but also wide receivers that have a lot of volume and can put up weekly numbers. This is a PPR format. I think I know what to do. Let's see who's in here. Jay Grace might be in here with us. Yeah, there you are. Jordan Grace. There you are. Thank you for popping in. Magic Sports Guy. That's my boy, fucking Kevin Adams. Hold on. Magic Sports Guy. Wait, Kevin Adams. I got to text him. That's my guy. I'm texting my boy Kevin Adams, the Magic Sports Guy. Let's see if he's drafting one right now. Stroop, I can't remember. This guy's got 88 drafts already. Luke, that might be one of you guys since it's somebody who has 0 in here. I've only got 3 done so far. That's what I'm saying. This guy's got 147. These are guys who are probably auto drafting these. I don't know. Mert is in there with me solo. Yeah, no, I know. My name's misspelled, but I just texted him. He will know because I just texted him. I'm going to tell him I'm streaming it. I'm streaming it live. That's funny. I did misspell my name, the nuts, but maybe that helps me avoid like, yeah, he saw. He is in here. That's funny. What's up, Kevin? My boy. It's him. Yeah. I can't. I'm telling him to check the stream out, but I can't send a link because I'm fucking streaming right now. I don't even know how to do that. Anyway, Yeah, no, I won't ask him to change. I really don't care that much. More important to me is I got to get a DFS Army avatar on there. But like I said, I'm not big enough on this site. I just joined here about a week ago. Nice. Yeah, I just joined here about a week ago. So I haven't done enough lineups yet to even make any kind of a splash. Justin Jefferson goes. James Cook goes. So this is the Chasbro spot for me. I'm going to take Chase Brown. Mert, you're on the turn. Of course, Kenny Walker. And Derrick Henry. Okay. And I'm going back to Ashton Genty. The Magic Sports guy goes Amon-Ra. So that's a jump of ADP for Amon-Ra a little bit. Let's see how Kevin drafts. Kevin, now this guy here, Magic Sports by Kevin Adams, that's my buddy. He owns a site called statrankings.com, which I'm actually going to be working with this year. Stat Rankings is like if PFF was fucking awesome. That's what statrankings.com is. Really good site for all those kind of detailed stats, PROE, pass rate over expectation, slot rates versus zone versus man. All of those great like minutia of NFL that you don't see in the regular sort of the game logs. That's what his site does. Statrankings.com. So really cool. And actually we're launching a show this season with Sam Chidori, who is one of the guys from that site that's going to be detailing all of those numbers and metrics for us every single week on the DFS Army YouTube channel, prepping for DFS season, prepping for whichever particular week one it is or whatever week it is. So pretty cool. We're going to be diving a lot deeper into some of those metrics this season than maybe we have in the past with that show. I'm not necessarily what you'd call a stats nerd. That is not what I do. I do like to dive into the game logs I use my favorite stat is just, snap share and target percentages and things like that. But this kind of dives a little bit deeper, gets into the cornerback matchups, a lot of the stuff that I think is going to be really cool and helpful this year. So new show coming to this YouTube channel. That's going to be a public show, but a lot of the details and the metrics from that site, Stat Rankings, you have to have a subscription over there. But it's a really cool site and definitely worth checking out. Let's see what my guy Kevin does here with his next pick. Oh, he's going all wide receiver. See, this is crazy. This is not how you draft Survivor. We're gonna have to have a talk with my boy. That's not the best way to draft Survivor. We'll see how it works out. I like to go heavier on the running backs. Of course, this Survivor is different than the Underdog one in the sense that in the Underdog one, half your pod is wiped out week one, and then it's these head-to-heads. So it's just a really different approach here. This is overall scoring. The one on Underdog, after that first week where you're in against your 12 people in your pod, it's just a random head-to-head matchup. So I kind of treat them a little bit differently. Yeah, I'm going to take McConkey here. We're going to double down probably on the wide receivers because I want to build a well-rounded team. And then we're going to jump back over and fill out our running backs in a little bit. But I want to make sure I have scoring power in this contest. There we go. Getting kind of hungry. Oh, we're back on the clock here. DJ Moore, where was I? Oh, yeah, there you are. Okay, back on the clock. I think I'm going to go right back to it here. Yeah, my next best guy is Waddle, and I'm going to go with it. Yes, thank you, Dan Nuge. Why would you waste? Let me just tell you something. Why the fuck would you waste your first round pick on a mystery? And this is the point, Nuge. On a mystery. I said this last year too with Justin Jefferson, and I got shit on for it, and then he had the worst year. Last year was because I don't risk first-round wide receivers that are connected to rookie quarterbacks. Never do it. Never fucking do it. Rookies are sketchy. You don't know what you're going to get. Never do that. But I kind of look at now this year's situation as the same on Minnesota. I don't have almost any shares of Justin Jefferson because, A, I already know that Kyler Murray can't throw for touchdowns. He's shown me throughout his career he can't do it. And he's not that good. Who the fuck has Kyler Murray ever supported as a wide receiver that's had a good year? Almost no one. So, yeah, Kyler can chuck the ball and he'll get receptions. But can he throw for touchdowns? Now, Justin Jefferson's supreme talent, top 3 talent in the NFL. But if the quarterback's not that good, why risk it? I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying, why would you risk it? When you take Jefferson, it's like, I took Jefferson. Well, James Cook was there. Chase Brown was there. Kenny Walker's there. Ashton Genty was there. Fucking CeeDee Lamb is still available. Why take Jefferson when all these other studs are still there? If Jefferson falls towards the middle or end of round 2, okay, I'm starting to get interested. But I don't need to pay for him in round 1 when there are other studs there that don't have a shitty quarterback connected to them or a possibly shitty quarterback connected to them. Let's see what Magic Sports Guy did after his 3. There we go, Gridiron Beauties. Thank you. But I said it last year too, and no one listened, and everybody was like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. And he went 4th, 5th overall. And I was like, why the fuck are you taking a quarterback connected to J.J. McCarthy? We don't know if he's good. I don't know if he's bad, but I don't know if he's good. And that's my concern. That's always my concern with these situations. Why would you embrace a mystery when you don't have to? I literally forced a single share of Justin Jefferson or 2 this year just because I wanted to have a Kyler Murray stack in the BBM contest. But I didn't feel good about it. My Kevin Adams taking Bucky, probably a little too soon. We'll see how that works out. But that's what happens when you go 0 RB. Now you're in this pressure. You're in this pressure zone to grab these mediocre running backs later. I've been there. I've done it. I know exactly how it goes. The Scat Man. That's how it goes. Judkins, gone. All right. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? You're right with me. I'll take you. By the way, one thing about Minnesota is they have the best playoff schedule of any team. I wish I could believe in them. They're the number 1 easiest playoff schedule of the season. Whoa, Jonathan Brooks, Mark. I feel like it's a little soon. I feel like maybe it was a little soon, but maybe not. Need that 3rd running back. Ramondre's gone? Wow, forgot about Dre. Should I go wide receiver here and wait? Yeah. This is the last of the stud wide receivers. Let's do it. Marvin Harrison. Reason I didn't take Mike Evans, this is a Survivor contest, and the last thing I need in a Survivor contest are injury-prone players. Yeah. The last thing I'm looking for is injury-prone. I can't speak. The last thing I'm looking for are injury-prone players in a Survivor contest. I need my guys healthy. I need my body scoring. I just need to be not in the bottom 25%. This is a simple contest to build for. Build a team that's well-rounded enough that you don't end up in the bottom 25%. I've now got 4 wide receivers. At this point, I need to beef up my quarterback and running backs situation much more so than I will have to concern myself with wide receivers. All 4 of these wide receivers are good. My 2 running backs are good. I've got 4 good wide receivers. They're going to be scoring for me. The bye weeks are spread out just enough that I don't have to worry too much. Feeling good. Feeling good about it. Let's see what Kevin does. Magic Sports Guy in the house. StatRankings.com. The only thing we're missing is Mr. 5 Cent in the house for the Mandel.com. I just support my friends when they get into business, guys. Just so you know. What is it you're doing, Kev? I love it. I love entrepreneurship. I like it when people take a shot on something, and I'm always, I'm going to back you up. That's who I am. Now, if you want to abuse me, and like ask me for favors and shit, then no. Then I'm done. Let me do it au natural. Or like Mr. 5 Cents it, send me some mandals, and I'm so excited to get the gift that I'm just going to talk about it. That's like Dave Portnoy. You send him some stuff. 49ers, the most difficult playoff schedule of any team. I've avoided them. Yeah, baby. Kyle Dubois. Let's fucking go. Now, tomorrow, get here more on time, and I will put you in the raffle for the free ticket. Get here a little bit more on time, or when we start, so you don't miss it. And I'm not saying you're not on time. I'm saying like, oh shit, I did something weird. I clicked a button and now it's bad. Oh my God, what did I do? I no longer know. Oh my goodness, I did something terrible. I can't see the draft board anymore, and I have no idea how to expand it. Somebody help me. How do I see the full draft board? Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. I fixed it. Anyway, Kyle Dubois, appreciate you. Appreciate your signing up. You supported the stream here. You are, thank you. You supported the stream, and it's like those signups that are allowing me to go back to drafters and have them give us, these giveaway tickets. I really need a running back, and you guys fucking went nuts on the running backs already. I'm not happy about it. I don't want to take my first share of Tony Pollard. Let's go Jordan Mason. I have no Tony Pollard. I just feel like Tony Pollard is just boring. Maybe I should take Tony, but maybe he's boring, but fine. Yeah, I went with Corum. I could do Corum too, backup. Corum, I think, is going to need an injury, but I think he's going to have big games on his own. This is not a bad spot to grab a quarterback, although there are a nice group of quarterbacks that last until like this next round. So I'm looking at like 86, 107, 110, who should still be there. And you can kind of double tap maybe some decent names if they fall, which I don't mind doing, if the alternate players that I'm getting here are worth the squeeze, right? So QB position or WR position looking a little thin, running back group. I mean, I could still just get Pollard. This would be my first share of Tony Pollard. I'm not excited about it. Or I can wait and try to fill out later. Get a QB here, T-Law. I love Trevor Lawrence. You guys know that. Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah, I don't trust the Najee thing, but I haven't allowed myself to mentally accept that Najee Harris is like the backup. I still think it's what do you call it? Tyrone. You better call Tyrone. Call him. Do I think Giants improve offensively? Yes. I think the Giants will be the team that surprises the NFL this season, probably most of all on offense. People don't understand, the improvement from year 1 to year 2 of Dart aside, the return of Malik Neighbors is a team transformational return. That's like Malik Neighbors is a top 5 talented wide receiver. Last season, Dart played with just Wandale and a bunch of ne'er-do-wells. Now, I hate that Wandale left the team, but Malik Neighbors' return, I think, will help. I think we have concerns, and I'd actually love to hear from you guys. If there's a Giants fan out there, I've been trying to figure out who the fuck the WR2 is on the Giants all offseason, and for whatever reason, it's still not clear to me. Is it, I hear Malachi Fields might be that guy. Darnell Mooney has some buzz. Even Slayton. I asked Burns. He's like, I don't fucking know. I don't understand. Even Giants fans are like, we're not sure. Let me ask Grok. Yeah, no, I don't want to hear likely. I get it. I don't want to hear that. I want to know who the WR2 is. I know likely. By the way, likely's not even out there on the field as much as you'd like. Likely is even more of a concern. I think he's very exclusively going to be used as a wide receiver, which I like. Yeah, they definitely need a healthy scat man, and they probably won't have it for the whole year. But what I'm saying is, who is the WR2? I need to ask Grok. Hold on. Like, I need to figure out who the WR2 is. Let's see if Grok knows. My Grok is really smart. Hold on. Let me ask Grok. It's not going to know. By the way, AI is shit for fantasy advice. Don't bother. But let's see what Grok has to say. Hey, do you know who the WR2 is going to be for the Giants in 2026?
Malachi Fields, the third-round rookie, is the current favorite for the Giants' WR2 spot next to Malik Neighbors. He's earned the trust in camp and preseason, and the latest depth charts list him right behind Neighbors. Calvin Austin's season-ending ACL tear this week just makes the room a little more open, but Fields was already in that role before the injury.
Thank you, Grok. There we go. Grok says it's Malachi Fields. That's what Grok says. Malachi. Anybody disagree in the audience? Like, okay. Malachi? All right. I'm in. It's not Darnell. It's if we're listening to Grok, it's Malachi, who, is available, fucking last pick in the draft. I'll take that. What happens when Neighbors gets hurt and Malachi becomes WR1? I ask Grok a lot of questions like that, by the way. The problem is with Grok, if you with that speak and respond thing, if you forget to hit stop, she just starts fucking getting involved in all your conversations. I'm talking to the wife after, she's like, I know where to go for dinner. And like, I'm like, I didn't ask you, Grok. What the fuck? Like, she just starts butting in on everything. Come on. I need to see what my next pick is going to be. 131. Yeah. Let's go Rachaad White. Get another running back in the mix. Hopefully, yeah, no overlapping bye weeks here. That's what you want to see. Wide receiver group, I do have a couple of overlapping buys, but it's not too bad. Again, this is a survivor. Yeah. By the way, Nooch, I get a lot of Malachi Fields too, but then I'm like, wait, maybe it's Darnell Mooney. So I start taking some of that. And I stopped taking as much Malachi because I wasn't sure who it is. But now I feel like with Grok, giving that confirmation. Hold on. Wife needs money for the cleaning lady. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going off camera for a second. I just slid $100 bill under the door for my wife to pay the cleaning lady. That's how we do it. Life goes on. I think they'll use more and lots of dump offs to the Scatman and yeah, all of that. As long as Scatman is, my feeling is the Giants are going to be the team that offensively surprises to the upside this year. And I have strong reasoning behind it, including the new coaches, including the fact that Dart is fucking GOAT and people don't know it yet. That's the main reason. Oh, I'm getting some text about Survivor. Yeah. That's the, yeah. I think people who overly try to be correlated for that last week in this Survivor are making a mistake, but we'll see. But really, it's all about advancing for me. Get me to the final with as many lineups as I possibly can have in the final. That's what I'm looking to do. Get me in there with as many lineups left as possible in that, because it's not that many people, 125. It's a lot if you have one lineup, but it's not that much if you have 10 lineups in there. Yeah. And yeah, Dark's just the man. Listen, we already know he's a good decision maker. All right? If you're a fucking college kid and they're like, what school you want to go to? And, you know, all the schools are asking you to come down there, but Ole Miss comes calling, right? And you go to Ole Miss. Southern school, fucking crazy. Got the fraternity, sorority, the sororities over there. You go to Ole Miss, that's that school that Dart went to, where you ever see those crazy videos of like sororities gone wild, where they hold on. I need another. Oh my gosh. The QBs are running out here. All right. You ever see those old videos where not old, they're current, where like it'll be like sorority rush week, and you have like, it's just like a door opens up and all these like beautiful blondes are like piled up in a pile. They're like, come join our, and they're singing some song, dancing, come join our sorority. It's like that crazy shit. That's Ole Miss. That's the school that's happening at. It's just a place filled with like smoking hot blondes. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to go to Ole Miss. And I'm going to, you know, date the head cheerleader because I'm going to be the football. Like the football players at that school are kings. They walk around like kings. So that was already good decision making by Jackson Dart. That's how I know. That's how I know he's a good decision maker. I saw the Jamar Chase video. I'm not going to overreact to it. I think he looks like he should be fine, right? I'm not going to overreact, but you never know. I was going to enter the Survivor, but only the top 8 make any money. That seems super hard unless you do max it. Yeah, this first of all, it's not that many people in this contest. So, but look at the payouts. Where is that? I can't show it here. It's not only the top 8. All of the top 125 get paid something, but only the top 8 make a lot of money. But Blake, realistically, almost every GPP is this way. Everybody makes money. It's not like only the top 8. All top 125 get like $50 or some amount that's a lot greater than your entry fee. Even the top like 250 make money, or 5. Like everybody, you get your entry fees back. But it does take, in order to have a sexy win, one that you want to like show off next year on this show, you want to pop in like, hey, I won that shit. In order to do that, you're going to need to be probably like top 5. Yeah, no, it pays out everybody. So then a lot of spots get paid out, but the top 8 get the most money. Yeah, there you go. Okay, misread. And by the way, I strongly recommend do these content. These are really fun to follow along with in season. I'm telling you, the survivors. How many did I survive? How many did I put in? It's not super fun when you only have 3 entries. Like I really need to get aggressive about like getting at least 30 or 40 entries into this thing. And like I said, I might just like go auto draft with it. Just upload my projection, my rankings. I might just auto draft the shit out of this. Mostly because I just do not have the time to sit here for these 1-hour drafts and do it 50 times. I don't have 51 hour blocks of time between now and the start of football season. Not even close. Magic Sports by Trey Tucker pick. I love it. Khalil Shakir pick. Yeah, I mean, Kevin's over here, drafting gold. So let's talk about what he did. 3 wide receivers, so 0 RB. Then we hammer 4 RBs in a row. Just get it done. None of the RBs are super great, but they should produce enough scoring to hold down those 2 spots. We got Goff and Stroud. Laporta with Goff, unnecessary. He's got Goff with Laporta and Amon-Ra. Again, unnecessary to me. Pierce, who's Shakir and Tucker. These are all great picks. So these are all like names I personally really like. Love Shakir in this format. Like Wicks. All good. Going to grab Charbonnet here. I can wait a few weeks in this format. I don't need to. I don't need to have him healthy week 1. He will be healthy later in the season, and my expectation when I enter this contest is I can figure out the first few weeks. It's amazing how Turd Ferguson is rising up the draft board right now. A lot of good information, a lot of good news nuggets out on Terrence Ferguson, but the downside is he's still in there competing with fucking Tyler Higbee and Colby Parkinson. There's just a lot of tight ends on that team. Mert double taps the QB position, leaves it extremely thin. And I'm going to do a little something crazy here. I was thinking about grabbing Fernando, but he has an overlapping bye week with Danny Jones. I think Mendoza will be playing soon enough, but you know what? We don't want to take a chance. Let's go with Bryce Young. Bryce Young's so duty, he might never actually even be helpful. Flournoy. So, yeah. Survivor draft here. My team, still only 1 tight end, but I've got 5 running backs, 3 quarterbacks. That's all set. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide receivers, all good wide receivers too. So I'm not super worried about them other than this overlapping bye week. You know, week 10 could be challenging with Waddle and Odunze out and just 3 other guys. So we're going to have to fill that out. And so far sitting on just 1 tight end, but we'll beef that up in the next few rounds. So we already know we're in round 14. I know what I'm doing between 15 and 20. I'm beefing up my tight ends. I'm beefing up my wide receivers. I'm ignoring mostly quarterback and running back. Let's see what Magic Sports guy, my guy Mert at the end in the draft with us. Let's see what you did. Walker, Henry, ETN. So a really solid running back start with Moore, Tate, and then Brooks, Diggs, Sutton. So yeah, I mean, very well-rounded so far. Got Romeo Doubs bonus, Likely and Fannin, Darnold, Ward, and Brissett. So the only downside, Mert, is I would have still want another fucking wide QB because all 3 of those QBs are kind of dog shit. That's the only downside, Mert. So I'd still want to get another one. Let's see what Magic Sports Buy's got going on here. I don't know if anybody else is in this draft with us. That's why I'm looking at those specific people. Jay Grace is in here with us. Oh, wait, Jay Grace is in here. Let's see here. Gibbs, Montgomery Price. I like that. Olave Smith. Fuck yeah. You know, I love that. Double tap Jay Grace. Drake May, I think, is one of the better quarterback choices this year. J.K. Dobbins there. Wandale. Jacoby Myers is not somebody I usually take. But, you know, at that point in the draft, like, okay, I probably would have taken Khalil Shakir above him. Tyler Shook with Drake May. And Fernando Mendoza. There you go. Strong. Hawkinson, Andrews, 2 tight ends so far. You know, keep beefing those up. Keep beefing them up. Yeah. You got to get the, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And then you end up with shitty ones, which, you know, that's the dice roll we're taking, you know, in a snake draft. You don't know. I'm hoping he's come back to me. That's the fun of snake drafting. You don't know. You don't know what's going to come back to you. Like, I've done a million of these, but they change. Omar Cooper, not a good pick, Chris. Not a good pick. He stinks. Jets, not going to throw to him. That's not a good pick. I'm not, you know, it's not that bad, but like, it's not a good pick. I only have 1 tight end. That is unacceptable. So we are going to start beefing up our tight end group here. My tight end is a bye week 11, and I don't want to pull another week 11 bye week guy. That is not great. So I'm going to go with Kenyon Saduk. Omar is it's Adonai Mitchell who's going to outperform Omar. Give me Adonai Mitchell instead of Omar Cooper, who has already been basically benched. He's not doing well in camp for the Jets. Not a good scene. There's a Donnie. Hey, you're not supposed to listen to what I'm saying in real time and make picks. The hell, bro. I still need more tight end goodness. Could use another wide receiver. You know what? Just for shits and gigs? Just for shits and gigs? No, I'm going Tank Dell. Fuck it. That's my guy. Let's add another one. Adani cost us money one week, but then he made us a lot of money too. Remember that week though? Yes, I remember that. Jordan Gray. The fucking memory's great. We had a week where we loaded up on Adani Mitchell and he kind of failed and everything else hit that week. And you're like, oh, please, Adani. And then the next week we load up, he goes crazy. And I think we made money with him, but that did happen last season. All right, so we went over Jay Grace's lineup. We went over Mert, my lineup, and we've been looking at a Magic Sports Guy, my boy, Kevin Adams from StatRankings.com. 3 wide receiver, 4 running back, Goff to Laporta. Yeah, he is trying to stack a little bit. Trey Tucker. These are names that I like. You see Caleb Douglas, the Miami wide receiver. Turd Ferguson, a bit of an early grab here. So Kevin is buying into the Turd Ferguson hype right now. I'm not doing back testing tonight, guys, for those hanging out. We're not going to do a back testing stream tonight, mostly because we've got an NFL meeting for the DFS Army team, getting prepared for the NFL season. And so that's going to take precedence tonight. Get all our shows lined up. Get everything ready to go for the season. So I won't have time to do a live stream. But we'll be back on Thursday night with more back test season. We're going to go through the entirety in back testing of the 2025 NFL season. We're going to back test them all. So make sure that if you're around, you're signed up at DFS Army VIP, that you are participating in some of those VIP streams where we learn. This is the learning part of DFS Army. Teach you this, the approaches, the signals, everything that you need. It has to be learned. Colby. Also week 11, which is not great. I don't like these overlapping bye weeks for my tight end group. I'm going to add another one here. I mean, I can't trust Darren Waller to stay healthy even for a week, but I'm going to add David Njoku because it does look like Njoku, as opposed to Gadsden, is going to be the top dog for his team. Are there any wide receivers that I'm excited about still? Not too much. So I think I need another tight end here. Yeah, let's go Njoku. I don't have a lot of exposure to him. Jalen Wright, Mert, I could tell you're watching my stream because literally no one takes Jalen Wright except for me. I'm like the only person that's ever drafted Jalen Wright this season, but I got a feeling Jalen Wright gonna be a starter. Achane going to get hurt, and Jalen Wright is going to be a starter. I got a feeling. I have a feeling. My feelings come true. They call me Geekstradamus. It's like a Nostradamus level. Just I get a feeling, and then I write a quatrain about it, and then it comes true. But the quatrain is very vague, like the runner in the south, where the sun shines bright, shall experience injury replacements. And I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then when Achane gets hurt and Wright comes in, you're like, oh, that's what that quatrain meant. Appreciate your gridiron beauties. Appreciate you. I have this hope that the fact that your name is Gridiron Beauties means you are a beautiful woman who loves football. Even if you're not, please just let me believe it in my mind. Like I saw the name and I'm like, Gridiron Beauties. This is like a fantasy football league for smoking hot, football fangirls. Like, a little tomboyish. But no, you're going to be like, nope, it's what we call our league. Yeah, we're a bunch of old farts that have been doing it for 20 years. And I'm like, all right, that's not as exciting. I want to believe that my audience has females in it. What's up, Ash? Hey, man, would you trade Brees and Warren for Brock and Cam Scatterbo? Ooh, let me think on this. Brees Hall and Jalen Warren for Brock and Cam Scatterbo? Fuck yeah, I would do that trade. How is this even a question? Brees Hall, Brock greater than Brees Hall, Scatterbo slightly greater than Warren, but like, come on, bro. And wait, and Scatterbo is greater than Warren. How is this even a question? I don't think that anybody's going to trade that back with you. Who's giving you Brock and Cam Scatterbo for Hall and Warren? Unless it's Tyler Warren. Wait, he means Tyler Warren, not you mean Tyler Warren, not Jalen Warren. Even with Tyler Warren in there, I would wait. Hold on, let me rethink that. But I still think I like that trade. Why would you want both Brees Hall? Why would you want both Tyler Warren? Wait a minute. Tyler Warren. Let me go back to that trade. Brees and Warren for Brock and Scatterbo. You give Brees and Warren, you get Brock and Scatterbo all day. I would take. Yes, absolutely. I would take that all day, day. All day. If I wouldn't have talked up fucking Malachi Fields, he would have been available for me right now. Yeah, take Kamara. What? We don't want Kamara now? Why? Because he got a fucking minor injury? You're going to give me a guy who's going to catch passes as a wide receiver? Yeah, this is an easy one. No. Scat is not better than Brees, but Brock is way better than Warren, and I put Brees Hall slightly ahead of Scatman in terms of the outlook, but good enough. I absolutely need a wide receiver here. Should we try Bryce Lane, the rookie? Yeah, fuck it. I don't know. I don't have any exposure to him. Yeah, he wants Hall, but I'm not good. Yeah, that's how you do it, man. You make it hard for them. Whenever they want someone, figure out who they want and make them pay. Extract a little more than you get in those trades. Guys, yeah, it's not. I don't know if that was a dynasty question. That's felt like a. Oh, hello. We got the ladies in the audience. Share Spective. I would like you to. I'm just giving you a little piece of a thank you for watching. Appreciate you. And I want you especially make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and that you watch the show we have called Tournament Tactics. That is going to be a lot of fun. And Josiah is on that show, and he is generally considered eye candy for all the ladies. He's like eye candy for me. But Share Spective, we appreciate you. And hopefully you are a fantasy football loving gal, and I'm sure you are. And don't forget, we've got our playbook out. We've got our draft kit out. All of this to help you crush your fantasy football season. I love it. I just got so excited. Thank you for being in the audience, Share Spective. Very cool. We got girls. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. IT Goddess at DFS Army. Appreciate you. Be in my channel, Geeks channel, for the football season. That's where the cool kids hang out, in the DFS Army Discord, in the Geek channel, in the NFL chat. Be in that channel. Get in my ear all season. That's where the cool kids hang out. Guys, that's 2 drafts in for drafters. Remember that if you're not signed up at DFS Army, the book promotion ends in literally a couple of days. It will not be here after August 1st. These are our early bird special. Promo code book at DFS Army, 20% off any sub. I recommend doing full VIP and props. Whatever you're into, do all the sports. If you're just a football person, we've got one that covers NFL and college football, $300 for a 12-month package, $350 minus 20%, gets you down to like $285. If you're just an NFL person, you can do the NFL year for $299, less than 20%, $240, 12 months of NFL. But I absolutely recommend if you do other sports in DFS like NASCAR, MMA, whatever, NBA and MLB, all the big sports, we are at $99 a month, less than 20%. So it's like $79 a month. Every other site that has any sort of cachet that builds tools, they're all at $300 a month. Any site that has the simulation capability that our Domination Station has is charging $300 a month. I'm doing that for the year. Why are they charging so much for the month? Those fuckers are trying to make money off you. They're corporate owned, and their corporate owners paid a lot of money, and now they're trying to make it back off of you. We don't do that. This is family. This is for DFS players, by DFS players. I don't need to do anything other than pay my staff, who are awesome. That's why the numbers don't explode. Yeah, Ashley knows our Discord is a lot of fun. We're getting our AI, we're getting our Twitch people in here. We got, we can buy AI viewers if we want. We're not doing that. We're not buying viewers. Watch, hang out, don't, no like. That's going to do it, guys, for Draftapalooza. I've got 2 more Draftapalooza episodes coming up. We're Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Then we're shifting to full DFS focus next week. I like this trade too for you, Knife. I like that trade for you too. Yeah, Montgomery, I would do that and give away Ramondre. I love Montgomery this year. Don't listen to the hype that they're saying Ramondre is like in some timeshare with Woody Marks. Bullshit. He's going to be the man. He's going to be the Joe Mixon of that team, and he's going to smash this year. I love it. All right, guys, if you're signed up at Drafters, remember promo code DFS Army, $100 deposit match. At DFS Army, promo code book, 20% off. You get the books. You get everything. You get the Cracking the Code, the Showdown Code. This is 5 fucking books, all part of your 1 month. Even if you just signed up for a week, you would get all of this. Even if you just signed up for a week, scamming it. Fucking scamming it. I only signed up for a week. Got all the books. Kanger, what's up? My brother from another mother. Literally. People don't know. Me and Kanger hang out in real life. Not just on the streams. We hang in real life sometimes. Or one time. Yeah. Back testing tonight. Weeks 4, 5, and 6. Tonight. Maybe more if I get through it. Wait, tonight? No, not tonight, Kang. Sorry. Tonight is the NFL meeting, so I can't do it tonight. We have our big NFL meeting. Back testing will be back tomorrow night, Thursday night. And then also no Friday because wife making dinner plans. I already hear it. So we'll be back Thursday for another back test stream. And then we're hammering some back test streams next week. Again, lead up to the start of the season. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Appreciate you all. It's my lunchtime. I got to eat something. I'll see everyone tomorrow back here at noon for some more of these Drafters drafts. We're going to go hard Drafters for the last couple of streams and get as many of these in as we can. Take care, everybody. What's up? Where's my girl? Share perspective. Appreciate you. Love it. Tell your friends. Gridiron Beauties, you guys, we appreciate you as well. I assume maybe when you're selling trophies, what is that? Anyway, all right. Take care, everybody. I'll see you all next time. Peace.